So I'm drifting along, and honey, I'm holy crap! I almost flipped over. Could have been bad though. That's what's nice about the El Camino. Although the suspension is a little bit soft, after the tuning, it really isn't that big of a deal. It's great for drifting, and the drifts are actually very controllable. I mean, it's forgiving to drift, but you can drive it normally, and I usually try and do that. Now, that's why I don't drift. It's very easy to get flipped over, or even just hit by that one cop car behind you. This guy's trying to shoot me out of the back. I'm surprised he hasn't shot me in the head 4 or 5 times. I mean, you know how accurate they are from shooting in a vehicle. I just find that very strange. The cops are very, 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 very good shots when shooting from a moving vehicle, yet they're terrible on their output, especially the news team. Like, I've ran past a SWAT team before, and I've only taken minimal damage. I was also at a bit closer of a distance than they were back on the so, and they all had automatics. They had M4s. I'm surprised they didn't rip me to little pieces. So anyway, I'm stuck here. I'm thinking, okay. One road that cops don't usually take is the sidewalks, and I just found out how useful they were after doing Cops and Robbers Online with my police clan on the Xbox 360 back when I used to play. That was a fun tactic I used to do with the Mafia Shafter. I just take it on the sidewalk because it was one of the thinnest cars, and I had an easy time getting on the sidewalks. And you notice how my tail end swung out of it. That was because I clipped a cavalcade. Yeah, faction. That was weird. I didn't think it would actually bounce up when I hit it. That was kind of funny. I thought of doing the jump in the El Camino, but I didn't want to jam the wheel, so I'll just cruise by it. I do eventually evade this pursuit, although I never thought I would. See, notice how carefully I went over that? I didn't want to really force the wheel up that, because if you notice, if I ever give you a shot at the front of the truck again, you'll see both front wheels are beginning to buckle inward. If I get one wheel buckled inward, it's going to be really hard to move. If you get 2 wheels buckled inward, I cannot steer. So, and especially in a vehicle that doesn't like to go anywhere fast except if it's in a straight line, having good steering is critical. See what you're seeing here? I'm just trying to carefully navigate through this maze. This is actually good for doing jukes as well, especially if you're on a bike. I can't really drive bikes though. They're not my style. They don't give you enough protection from bullets. They're too fragile. I much prefer cars. Cars way better. Cop cars, shaft arms and stuff. Ooh, almost hit that pillar. That could have been bad. And here I really thought I would lose it. I really did, because I was headed right towards Middle Park, nice open area, place the helicopters don't always check, and no cop was behind me. So I thought, oh, this shouldn't be too bad. But if you notice the video length, I still have over 7 minutes, almost 8. So it's not as easy as I thought it would be. Because really, the El Camino, you have to use both tactics, as in what routes to take for your getaway, and you also have to push the vehicle to its limit, and also play within its bounds at the same time, if that makes any sense. For example, the El Camino's got a great top speed. It's a little over 94, 95 going downhill. It's quite fast, and it's very heavy, which makes it great for hitting things. And I don't notice the picture flying around in the back of the truck. I just thought that was kind of funny. The El Camino also has good ground clearance. You can use all that to an advantage. What it's not good at, driving through turns and not getting its rear end loose. No, it really isn't. I try to keep it straight through turns, but it's like the Dukes. It prefers to go sideways as opposed to straight. At least when going through a turn. See, I'm trying to get through the gap. And, of course, I get caught on the wall. That costs me, because then there's that stupid helicopter that was on my right. And he spots me. So I have to go all the way back around. Let me see what I'm doing. So you'll see I'm steering, counter-steering, because you saw the back end just starting to get loose. If one tire gets loose, the other tire is almost guaranteed to follow. It's not my style of driving, but I'm not going to edit it, though, because the El Caminos were really tail-happy. So were the Chevelles, because they had so much power going to the rear wheels, and the traction system was not very sophisticated. I know they had the limited slip rear differential, but it's still nothing compared to what we have nowadays. The El Caminos are also built really well to make up for that. They had nice steel bumpers, body-on-frame construction, I believe. I know the Impala was body-on-frame, but I don't know if the Chevelle and El Camino were. I know the El Camino came right off the Chevelle, though. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. This thing's a tank. And I'm not just saying that because it has a ridiculous ability to resist getting its wheels jammed in GTA. I don't think I've seen too many Chevelles in Demolition Derby, though. Oh well. Where's everybody? Oh, there's a friggin' helicopter. I don't know if it's in this suit that I get out on. I just blow up the helicopters. I think it might be. Because Because I get out and blow up like 5 helicopters and say, "Ha! Suck it!" and then go back to driving. Or was it? I'm not totally sure. I just remember doing a lot of getaways in Algonquin and blowing up helicopters and laughing maniacally as they crashed. Also teabagging the new skies in my truck. That's kind of fun. You know, just driving over it, or just getting out and teabagging them literally. That's really fun. That's the ultimate way to show disrespect to your enemy. Saying, well, I'm not gonna, I don't bother to give you the dignity of a proper defeat ceremony. I'm just gonna shove my nuts in your face and ha! You're gonna have to deal with it. Yeah, I try and drift it. Actually, I'm surprised I regained control, because if the back end comes around more than halfway across the road, it's hard to get it back. And I thought about going through that roadblock, because there's a cavalcade there. I could push him and push him through the noose truck. What the heck is that cop car dude? He did like what the FIB Buffalo did. He just launched up the divider. I don't know how he did that. And there I stopped intentionally to make the LCPD Washington hit my back bumper. I was just feeling like a dick, so I hit the brake. And I thought of going into broker, but I realized that doesn't work. Because they have the strange ability, they can spot you from the bridge if they have a helicopter. Even at night. I just find it very hard to believe that you can spot a jet black. Ah, tree! Freaking hate that. That's the reason why I don't like the El Camino, it's too wide. But anyway, I just would find it very difficult for him to spot a black El Camino or a black Mafia shafter at around 2 or 3 in the morning, when it's in between the rungs of a bridge. All of its headlights and taillights are shot out. I just find that very, very hard to rationalize. I just don't know. Oh god, another freaking tree. Yeah, I'm sorry if my driving sucks this part. I was getting really pissed off. And also, I'm not very good at driving this truck in general. I mean, it just isn't a vehicle I drive very much. I mean, it's great. I love it in Midnight Club 3. Oh my god, that thing's a beast in Midnight Club 3. You can actually tune it so it has a lot of grip. Still not as much as the Charger RT concept car, but it'll stick much better than it did before. Actually, if you saw there, I almost got caught on 2 wheels. That's one problem. If you go into a turn too aggressively, see, I was catching an edge a little bit there. The suspension's just where I want it, though. I can go up on an edge, but I'll never flip over. I've tried it in all kinds of situations. Oh my god, those brakes suck. And you notice the rear wheels, they just spin and spin. But that was just how the car handled. Oh god, that had to hurt. So look at how little room for error there is here. If I went maybe a tiniest bit more left, I would have hit that. What is it, like a life vest thingy? I can't even tell what that is. And I would have stopped dead, or even worse, buckled my wheel in more. Oh, freaking A, those choppers are really annoying. See, that's one problem of the middle park area. If you have a helicopter, or helicopters, in my case, on you, it's very hard to get them off. It's not get them off, it's beat them off. Anyway, no, get them off does work. That is a sexual joke. Yeah, it's hard to get them off in more ways than one. It's also because it's a really open area and you can't duck in between buildings. That choppers never fly below the tree line. I mean, that's the one area where they're really smart. The highways, they're also pretty smart. But I have seen an Annihilator lose its rotors on the bridge in Albany, and then I had to crash and blow up a SWAT van and 2 cop cars. It was quite fun. I was with my friend Ben. We were just cruising around doing basically demolition derby with the cops at 6 stars with enforcers. It was really funny. I just hear a boosh and think, oh boy, what happened this time? And I see the chopper wreckage in the burned out SWAT van. This area here is pretty good for losing helicopters because obviously they can't see below. Ah, pillar! Camino. Very high learning curve for this truck. Again, I've played a lot of Grand Theft Auto, I've played a lot of racing games. I first played Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 at around age 6 or 7, and I've been playing racing games ever since. I still do not know the limits of this truck. I'm still not very good with it. So, I'm learning, I think. See, the chopper's, he's trying to get a better angle on me, but... see, I was looking at the chopper too long, and I didn't notice the police Washington. Actually, I was afraid he was actually going to push me into the water. Oh, kamikaze. And that obviously doesn't work. And he gets out of the car, even though it's completely drivable. I really love that. The cop behind, they have very, very stupid driving abilities, and they are also kind of dumb in general. They don't use enough covering fire, they don't take enough cover, and they get out of their vehicles despite the fact their vehicles are completely operational. I just never understood that. Now here I make another mistake, because I think I try and go up the stairs, but I have freaking 2 cop cars trying to gangbang me. plus 2 more from the bridge area. Yep, here comes one of them. Oh, look, one flips. Ah! Washington flips over again. I don't know how we managed that. The one on the right, not the one by the pillar. The one that came before. That was actually pretty funny. I was trying hard not to lose my concentration on the left. Oh, SWAT van! He almost hit me. Now the SWAT van's back door's open up and he's pissed. I don't know how he managed to flip that car. I have no idea how I got under that Washington. Whatever it was, it helped a lot, though. But I'm thinking, crap, if anyone maybe pushes me over onto the street, I'm dead. So what I try and do from this point forward, I try and stick to the straightaways and just try and evade them. Will that work? I thought it would. I actually went all the way down to the highway in lower Algonquin near the fish market, and I still hadn't lost him. So that should put it into perspective. Alright then, thanks for watching, and I'll get working on part 4 today, and I'll upload all 4 parts today as well. Thanks.